The Kings celebrating a 9-3 victory. We've got a packed postgame show here. I want to start with Kyle Betts because the biggest night, certainly maybe for the players during the regular season, one of them at least, has got to be the teddy bear toss goal. Let's get you to talk us through it first because it's a goal I imagine players just really anticipate scoring throughout the year.
Yeah, just going into this game, everyone wants to score that goal, and I was lucky enough to have two great plays by my line mates to set me up perfectly, so it was an easy one for me to score.
The reaction for it, and I guess anticipation versus the reality for it. I'm not sure if you'd scored a teddy bear toss goal before. Just take us through the aftermath, the crowd, everything with it.
It's definitely my first teddy bear toss goal. It's a really cool thing to see. All those teddy bears going to such a great cause. It's a nice thing to see from the whole community.
To be able to do it and then go on and finish the job. And I mean, there were patches, and we'll touch on that in a moment. There were certainly patches, and I don't think anyone will say that this was a complete 60. But to do the job and to get the job done, how satisfying is that, particularly after Tuesday night?
Yeah, it's a relief for sure. Getting those 2 points, it's huge for us. I always want to come out with a win, so it's big for us.
Nick, you haven't spoken in a few minutes here. That's rare for you.
It's hurting right now. Yeah.
Let's talk about the game overall, and obviously pretty big bounce back team-wise and individually for you. I mean, I imagine you're probably not happy with Tuesday night and a bounce back. You get the goal there in the third period and a chance to really restore yourself back and entrench yourself to what you've been doing all season.
Yeah, no, Tuesday night wasn't fun there, but way better effort tonight. All the boys were going. Kyle and his line there was buzzing, and I wanted the teddy bear toss one there, but Kyle got that one, couldn't even get out there, so it's all right.
From another player's perspective, let's talk on what that goal is like, because you see it go up, and I was talking actually in our second intermission with a King alumni, Craig Dalrymple, played a couple of years here on the back end. He scored the goal back in 2011, and he copped some grief from his teammates because he scored it too early, much like Kyle this year.
Yeah, I think that one was way too early, Couldn't even get a shift out there to get an opportunity to score one, and, Kyle got it, and happy he got it. But always another time, right?
Let's talk about your goal there in the third period. Defense first. I want to talk about a couple of things with you tonight, but defense first, and an opportunity opens up for you to go in there.
Oh, yeah. They were kind of making a pass across there, and I don't know if it bounced off my skate or kind of got a little bit of a block shot there. Had one to the block shot column, and just bounced my way, and had to keep composure there and bury the breakaway.
I also want to talk about Johnny Evans' goal there because that was all kind of Willow on that right side. Take us through that passage of play and what you were looking for, because it's kind of one of those blind passes. I'm not quite sure how much you can see in that kind of situation there.
Yeah, Johnny chipped it off the boards, and I was kind of driving in wide there. Kent wanted me to adjust my game a little bit and drive wide there instead of going through the middle. So managed to do that, and I was cutting around the net there and turning, and I was going to take it with me, but kind of saw John out of the corner of my eye coming and made the pass there, and it was a little bit wobbly pass, so good of him to bury that.
Kyle, take us through the last couple of days. We've touched on already a bit of a bounce back from Tuesday night, and obviously to lose at home is never fun. To lose at home against Victoria is never fun. To lose at home against a Victoria team which is significantly down in the standings from where the Kings were and have had a tough start to the season is not very fun. We know it's been tough the last couple of days. I guess how has that galvanized this team, and is this what we saw tonight a result of that?
Yeah, we know what kind of team we have. We have a lot of skill, and we just got to put the pieces together now, and I think we're trying to find our identity right now, and I think today's a good step in the right direction.
I want to get your aspect on Tristan Mullen because, boy, he was good tonight.
Yeah, he was fantastic.
Well, talk us through, I guess, that chemistry because you guys have been a pair all season long. He's quick. Is it at a point you just kind of keep up with him and get to the front of the goal?
Yeah, if you get open for him, he'll find you. It's the great thing about playing with him. He's got great vision. He works hard, and he does all the little things right, so it's a blessing to play with him. One
of the things, Nick, that we talked about with Kent Lewis in our pregame show was this span of 3 games in 18 days between road trips for the Powell River Kings, and it comes to an end when the Kings hit the road on Friday. How do you feel as a player now? You've had a chance, and I know you were battling an upper body injury through this season. You've had a chance to rest up at home, not a whole ton of action on the ice. How are you feeling heading into a road trip next weekend compared to maybe the end of October where a number of guys on the team were a little banged up?
Yeah, that time there, 3 games in 18 days is really beneficial for me and for the whole team there. You get a couple rest days in there, and it's kind of nice. You just heal up, and then when the 3-game road trip hits up there again, then you gotta bring it there again, and hopefully you're back to normal there.
Now, you might have to refresh my memory here because the schedule from last year, it kind of all goes a blur, but you were not with the Kings with the Prince George trip last year. Is that a trip you made?
No, I wasn't here last year. That's going to be a fun one to make all the way up there.
Certainly some things to experience. You got a little bit of experience at Prospera Center there with a pair of games. What do you remember from that venue? Haven't seen the Chiefs this year, but certainly the big stage of Prospera, 2 big wins at the Showcase. That's got to help. Yeah,
that's big, and that's going to help. And we just got to bring the same intensity and bring in how we brought it tonight, and we'll be fine.
I want to take you here over the last couple of days, Brock, because, Kent said it was old school. The players said it was tough. You heard Nick and Kyle both comment on the last couple of days. Take us through that. And, I don't think anyone was expecting what we saw tonight, but I guess the passage from what we saw Tuesday in terms of effort to what we saw tonight in terms of effort.
Definitely much better effort. You can see all 4 lines were excited to play, and plain and simple, we got after it. We were winning puck battles. We were generating opportunities. Told our guys right off the get-go in video yesterday. I said we can take advantage of their D by moving our feet and using our speed, and we did that very well tonight. So obviously Kyle getting the first goal of the game with a little 2-on-1 at the blue line little chip by Curdy McCarrick there into Tristan Mullen, and then a little backdoor pass to Kyle. So it's just setting up 2-on-1s over the ice, and we're successful. And that wasn't the only one that we got away with tonight, but. No, it was a tough couple days. It's obviously, losing's never fun, especially on home ice to an organization that there's a bit of a heated rivalry there. So, yeah, no, it got old school. It's at Kent Lewis practice I went through as a player. So, but no, the guys responded well, and you can see in their effort tonight how excited they are.
The 2-on-1, the breakaway, that isn't Powell River's game. Kent said before that the Kings want it structured. They don't want the pond hockey back and forth, and that's a game that typically suits a lot of the teams in the mainland division. I know Surrey likes to play it. We've seen Coquitlam play it. We've seen Langley play it in the past. The Kings were very successful tonight. They generated their chances. Rouser was a 2-on-1. Halley was a breakaway. The teddy bear toss was a 2-on-1. I'm sure there's a couple of others there that I'm missing. Protopoulos, I think, was an odd man as well. I guess that conversion, and how often is that practiced given the fact that it's maybe not part of the Kings game plan?
No, for sure. It's the wide open pond hockey style that you do see from some teams. It's a game we can't get into. Yes, we can skate with them, but when we get it wide open, that's where teams capitalize on us. And obviously, you could see tonight we got away from our game plan a bit, giving up 50 shots, which isn't good at all by any means. So, and that's just careless pucks and turnovers and reversing pucks in our D zone to nobody and trying to force the issue too much. I think if we simplify that a little bit more, we cut down our shots against. On the flip side, we did generate our opportunities and bear down our chances, and we were rewarded with goals for hard work and good plays. So, you can see, I think it was the 9th goal there. Or not the 9th goal. Not the one right after the Protopoulos goal, I believe. Where
Protopoulos was the last one.
Was the last one. So the one before where Finlater assisted, because he was just down in the corner and a high chip.
That was Rouser's there.
Yeah, Rouser's goal was a high chip in the corner, took the hit, hunt the puck down, and then another backdoor tap, and just guys playing the right way. So, no, it's it was a good all-around team effort, and aside from the shots against. It was nice to see a good bounce back from Tuesday.
You get scoring up and down the lineup. The Betts, Mullen, McCarrick line combined for a few. Halley, Evans, and Turnbull were excellent. You get that contribution from Rouser, Lawson, and Finlater, and then Protopoulos chimes in there as well. Kamer and Hawes were great tonight. Scoring up and down the line, it really makes it tough for opposition teams to try and match up, and you can tell maybe Langley running out of options there.
Well, it's nice when you get scoring from all 4 lines, when all 4 lines are contributing. It is tough to line match, especially when you're on the road. So, definitely a nice evening all around from our forwards up front. I think our D could have been a little bit better at managing pucks and getting pucks up. We had some failed outs and some turnovers, like I had mentioned, which led to shots on goal. And, we were getting a little too spread out in the neutral zone, which were allowing breakaways, and we were getting too caught up in the rush trying to get points. Yes, it's tough when you're playing, with a 6-1 lead or a 6-2 lead. You want to jump up and as a D-man and try and get points, but you have to take care of your own end first, and I thought we got a little lackadaisical tonight, and that's what happened with 50 shots against. But no, anytime you have 4 lines contributing, it's awesome to see. Guys just work hard for their chances, and Pertopolis made me touch a stick there in the third period, so I mean I'll take another credit for that one.
That was Hallie the first time that did that, wasn't it? Who was the one that?
Gavin
Rouser.
Gavin Rouser got an autograph. Pertopolis got a little touch. So
Brock Sawyer, the magic touch. You never had that magic touch in junior there, Brock. So
maybe
a little bit later. I do. I mean, we said it with the guys there, with Kyle and with Nick. It was
last time, by the way, I bring everybody up from Ontario. At a little
that
rambunctious.
got away
I
from us
apologize.
a little bit there.
And Nicky there, relaying Hiffer's message, another guy from Ontario. So I mean, we're not bad people. I know people here in British Columbia criticize us, but
it's fun to laugh, and obviously a laugh has been earned. It's a 9-3 victory, the biggest offensive output of the season. Far from perfect though, and I mean you've alluded to it. The 50 shots on goal. The third period, I imagine that first 10 minutes will be looked at a little bit, where the Kings got away from him a bit. A lot of second, third chances. Jeff Smith had to be very good in between his crease there and clear a lot of pucks. A lot of backdoor seams. We saw guys left alone, tightening up a little bit. Maybe the scoreline reflecting that one?
Yes. I mean, I would think so. I mean, right off the get-go there, I mean, give them credit. They're a slippery little bunch up front. I mean, they're little tiny guys who can find holes and get open. So we just have to do a better job of identifying who's who and taking care of the front of the net. I mean, their power play goal late was, our weak side winger not coming down, collapsing to the net, and that's where the guys left wide open in front. But, those are little things you can correct with video and playing, 5-on-5 or 5-on-4 in zone and getting after it in practice. I thought our practices this week were good. I mean, guys got after it after Tuesday, and I mean, competed hard. We had some bloody noses and guys just taking it personal. So, that's great when you see accountability amongst a group and guys when they got to push each other to get better. So, definitely a great, great outcome tonight here for us.
Let's move ahead to next weekend. The Kings will play 3 games in 2.5 days. Starts with Chilliwack on Friday night, a venue the Kings are familiar with and against an opponent the Kings haven't seen this season, but another big physical team. Chilliwack always seems to put out those teams year after year.
Oh, for sure. I mean, it's always tough to go into a building like that and generate energy and opportunities. I mean, obviously they're a good team in the Lower Mainland who's right up there with Wenatchee and Langley. So, it's a different building to play in because the ice surface is big and there's a lot of empty seats, so you have to kind of create your own energy. But, it'll be a good test for us. I mean, it's always nice to play against a team at the top of a division and going down there. I mean, we got a job to do. And then after Friday night, don't want to look too far ahead, but it kind of flips the script and you go into 2 little shoebox rinks where things happen quick and you got to be gritty. So it's always a tough weekend heading up to PG with the travel, but we'll have the guys well prepared for it.
Certainly Saturday, definitely Sunday. I think greasy will be the word that we'll use a lot through those 2 games.
Well, there's a good chance for that.
Yes. Assistant coach Brock Sawyer joining us here in our post-game show. Congratulations on a 9-3 victory. Thanks for bringing up Kyle and Nick for better or worse, and appreciate this as well. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.